Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. And today we're going to learn about how to get in front of the right decision makers using a secret tool. And it's not secret, just not that many people know about it. It's called Sales Navigator. And when I say not that many people know about it, maybe they've never had the right training. Maybe they've used a tool, they got the free version, but you don't quite know how to use Boolean searches, how to create lists, how to get hyper targeted and bring them in and start to see their content and their posts, and you don't know the process of actually getting in front of them. I'm going to show you how to use the tool to get in front of the decision makers. Let's get into this right now. And I'll tell you what, just for joining me today, I'm going to tell you how you can get Sales Navigator 1 for free, and then, well, for at least for 1 month, and then number 2, how to get 50% off on Sales Navigator. I'm going to show you the secret hack that I know. It's not really a hack, it's just a way to game the system. Can help you out. All right, so before we hop into Sales Navigator and the advanced filters there, I just want to show you some of the limits that you might find on LinkedIn Search Regular and just what you can do with regular search if you can't afford or aren't ready for Sales Navigator. All right, so let's say you go to people here and you're going to be searching here. Now you're going to go to all filters and you can immediately start connecting with other people's connections in your network. So connections of, if you're connected to Gary Vee, well, then you would have access to that. If you had different geographies, different industries, different schools. But the key piece here is you're going to be probably filtering by title. Director of marketing, and then this is Boolean searching, or director of sales if you're going after director of sales or director of marketing. This is going to pop up either director of sales or director of marketing options. Now, the piece that you're limited on here is you're not only going to be able to do a certain amount of searches, you're only going to be able to see a certain amount of results, and then you're not going to be able to filter by other things like company headcount. I think it even has it here. Here, like additional filters, seniority level, company headcount, function, company type, plus several others. So this is how they're going to try to upsell you. So they're right. I mean, they upsold me. We're going to go into Sales Navigator now. Go to Sales Navigator, and this is that secret sauce tool that so many people use to get in front of the decision makers. You can pay for your monthly plan, which is $80 for a professional. You don't really need a team license or an enterprise license unless you're getting up there in salespeople. And then you have your annual plans if you want a discount. So from a monthly plan is $80 to a yearly plan is $65. But I'm going to show you a little tip to get it for free in the beginning, and then you can even get 50% off in your 2 months afterwards, and as things continue to progress. So I will show you how to do that. Get into how to use Sales Navigator like a boss. And these are some of the high benefits. Come in here to lead filters. You can still filter off title. So as we said, we're going after director of marketing. We can go after director of sales marketing, and you can put all these in here. Director of sales. So sales director and marketing director, right? So you go after all these results, but there's 1.1 million. So we got to get more defined, especially if we want to get targeted. So we start changing up our geography. We can maybe say Los Angeles, if you're in Los Angeles, and that's going to be a good piece for you, LA County. Filter down to 22,000. All right, let's keep going. And this is where you can start to personalize things. We want to change the seniority level. So do you want them to be owners, partners? CXO basically means anything that's CEO, COO, CMO, and that sort. Are they VPs? You can now filter by company headcount, right? Why is that important? Company headcount's important because based off of how many employees they have, it's probably going to be an indicator of how much money they have or how difficult it's going to be to get in contact with the right decision maker. Years of experience. Your messaging is probably going to change based off of years of experience that they have. So these are important things. Groups. I use groups all the time to build some personalization. If I wanted to go after director of sales and marketing and who are in the sales manager executives, perfect. I have 300 results for people who like I could immediately say, hey, Edward, I found you in the sales management executives group. I would love to connect. And right immediately now it's something we're both connected through. That hits so easily in terms of accepting. If you want to go one step further, you can actually filter by this. Posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. This tells you that they're active. So now, instead of going after 300, I can go after 113. Okay, I can save this search so I don't have to come back here and repeat it. And I can filter even more if I want to do by, like I said, company headcount. One of my clients right now, they're only going after the mid-sized companies. So anything between 50 and 1,000 employees is what we're going after. And we know who we need to target in that case. So that's one piece, or this is kind of an in-depth training. So now we're going to go into lists though, because this is pretty cool. So let's say I wanted to target these individuals. And I'm going to create a list in this specific case. And this is going to say directors of sales and marketing. I just put 25 leads successfully saved to the director of sales and marketing list. And then if I want to add, remember that's 25 of this 113. If I wanted to add the other ones, I have to go to the second page and then I select all and I save them to that list. Okay, why is this important? And you might look at mine as like, well, why doesn't he have any? Well, it's because I primarily work with my clients and then I have other methods of doing these things that are more top secret. Okay, but this still really works. So for you guys, you're now going to come into your list. You've saved these individuals in your list, right? What if there's a way that you could be alerted every time they posted or every time they shared an article? Well, you can. Because that's what happens. You've put these people in this list, and what's going to happen now is when you come home in Sales Navigator, this is a different feed, you're going to start being alerted every time somebody shares a post, every time somebody views your profile, right? You are now going to be alerted. Somebody who's mentioned in the news, right? Who are these individuals on here, and why is this important? Because now you can go and start engaging with what they've shared. And you can start engaging with their content immediately from this home list. That's why that's critical. Okay, let's go back. I don't think I saved the search. So we'll go jump back in here. And that is a powerful way of using a Sales Navigator. Now we're going to implement Boolean searches. Boolean searches is, let's say there was someone in here that they're not an ideal candidate. If we didn't want to go after, let's say, associates, right? We didn't want associate director, so we want to make sure we put not associate. So that reduced our numbers. That was at 113 or so, I believe. And now that removed anybody who would have associate in their title. And if there's anything else we wanted to include, so that's how you use the nots. I've showed you how to use the ors. These are critical things you have to use in order to start filtering and dialing down for who you want to target and who's the right person in your messaging. We didn't even filter by industry. And that's the other piece, right? Filtering by industry as well, company headcount. I just wanted to show you guys the power and what's available on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay, go out there and do this. You guys are thinking like, Fernando, you promised us some goodness. How am I going to get Sales Navigator for free, or how do I get it 50% off? And here it is. So we're going to go back to my regular LinkedIn, and anybody can do this. If you haven't got it before, up at the top right here, it should say sign up for a free account. Okay, how is this helpful? Because that means you can create another LinkedIn account with a new email address, and you could have another free Sales Navigator account for 30 days. That's helpful for if you know you don't need it. You can create your Sales Navigator list, find those 200 people, and then copy that list and bring them into your primary account. So then you don't need it. You don't need to pay that money, right? If you're really on a budget. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is, let's say you do have Sales Navigator. Well, LinkedIn doesn't want you to not renew your license and your premium subscription settings. So you go into your premium subscription settings and you cancel subscription. Do it. Just trust me. Go cancel your subscription. Yes, they're going to say, no, we want to keep you, continue to cancel. Yeah, so no, we're going to continue to cancel. And watch what happens. We're keep going, just it's okay, keep going. And you're going to say, I found it difficult to use, whatever. Confirm cancellation. Look what happens. Get 50% off your next 2 months on us. Claim offer. That's it. You get 50% off your next 2 months with LinkedIn Premium. Then next time, and when it's getting into your next 2 months, do it again. Cancel it. And then sign up again. Sometimes they even give it to you for free. These are the ways that you really have to hack the system. And if you're on a budget, and save yourself money or save your company money. All right, guys, this was the secret sauce for today. I'm glad you found it helpful. So one of my clients just used Sales Navigator and this tool combined with my tactics to score a $36,000 deal. And that's just one. So there's two options from here. Number one, go ahead and take this information, subscribe to the channel, go to the notifications. I thank you for being here, and absolutely continue to get value that I'm happily sharing. Option number two, go ahead and find me on LinkedIn, add me, DM me, tell me you watched this video, and we can set up a consultation call. And from that, we can take your business to the next level. Let me know what you'd like to do and what you'd like to learn more of in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll chat up later. Peace.